Hello and welcome to the ABR Verdict, where we give you the lowdown on the bikes we've been riding. We're going to kick off this series with the Ducati Multistrada 1260 Enduro. We've had this bike in the ABR stable for about a year now, and throughout that time we've covered thousands of miles across the UK. Now, it'll set you back about £18,000, but for the money you get one of the most accomplished adventure bikes on the market. There's no getting away from the fact this is a big bike. That 30-litre fuel tank makes it pretty wide up top and can have you second guessing whether you can slip through those gaps in traffic. But if you're comfortable riding a big adventure bike through the city, its height and the upright seating position gives you a commanding view of the world around you. And if your commute involves A-roads or motorways, the power of this bike makes it formidable at the task. And the roar that comes from that exhaust, it has lines of traffic parting like Moses parting the Red Sea. A massive enduro bike might not seem the obvious choice for cruising along country lanes of a weekend, but the impeccable road manners of Ducati make it a pleasure to do so. And that's not to say it's tame. Open up the throttle on that 158 brake horsepower engine and you get a primal surge of power that, well, it's both exhilarating and terrifying in equal measure. But I think one of the things that impressed me most about the Multistrada is how comfortable and well behaved it is at sedate speeds. It's more than happy to cruise along the sun-dappled lanes without the need to strain at the leash and go constantly faster, unless you want it to. It really has got the manners of a gentleman, but the heart of a cage fighter. Yes, it's a big unit, but the Multistrada is actually very capable in the dirt. If you can get your head around taking 254 kilograms of bike off-road, the superb balance and great ergonomics make it a blast in the rough stuff. The standing position is very comfortable, the suspension soaks up everything that's thrown at it, and all that power becomes really addictive after a while. Just make sure you're on good terms with your riding buddies, because when you drop it, you're going to appreciate their help to pick it up. Perhaps surprisingly for a bike that's been designed to be ridden off-road, the Multistrada makes for a superb continental road tourer. In fact, it's second only to the Honda Goldwing in terms of comfort for all day in the saddle for me. That hands, backside, feet triangle and the seat are supremely comfortable, and they make long days in the saddle an absolute pleasure. You'll also get 300 miles out of a tank of gas. But most important for me, over long distances, is that engine. There's so much power everywhere that it will take you, a passenger, and everything they want to bring for long distances over motorways, over mountain passes, everything with ease. It's just effortless. Would I change anything? I'd probably like to see a shaft drive instead of a chain for the ultimate hassle-free long-distance bike. Bring home a Multistrada Enduro and you'll have a very happy pillion rider indeed. The seat's comfortable, there's plenty of room for the two of you, and the grab rails and footrests have all been designed for ease of use and comfort. As a rider, I can also adjust the suspension electronically, whether that's for a pillion or a pillion and their luggage. Now the result is you don't end up with any of the front end vagueness often associated with weighing a bike down at the back. And I'll say it once again, but the power. It makes carrying a passenger and all their luggage completely effortless. It really is perfect for two-up riding. I've not been lucky enough to ride the Ducati around the world, but I'm confident it will do a very good job. A combination of power, comfort and off-road prowess would make covering vast swathes of the globe a very civilised affair. But there's two reasons why it wouldn't be my bike of choice: the size and the amount of technology packed into it. Now the Multistrada is very good off-road, but the sheer size is very imposing, and I can imagine long days covering deep sand and deep mud would turn out to be a torturous exercise in picking up a big adventure bike again and again. I'd also be a bit concerned if something went wrong in more remote parts of the world. There's so much technology in this thing, whether it's keyless ignition, cornering ABS and beyond, that you probably need someone with a computer science degree just to figure out what's wrong with it. So there you have it, the 1260 Enduro. It's tough yet refined, it's a hooligan with impeccable manners, and it's just as happy on the road as it is off it. Although if I'm riding off-road a lot, I'd go for something smaller. That being said, in skilled hands there's very little this bike can't do. It comes at a premium price, but for the money, you get one of the best adventure bikes around.